So let's go ahead and talk about the problem of the day. Remember to try your best to compare your work to what we talk about together and answer the questions that I ask out loud. If you make a mistake, totally okay. Trying our best means using mistakes as opportunities for learning. There's a lot of ways you could have represented this story problem. Here's a couple of examples. We've got a tape diagram here and a labeled number sentence there. However you represented, what do you need to make sure your representation shows? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, it has to show that there's two parts. The $2,302 she saved in 12th grade. Another part that we don't know how much she saved, how much she saved in 11th grade over here. Another part that we don't know how much she saved in 12th grade. And then a total amount that's $10,100. So we can subtract the part that we do know from the total, and that will give us the part that we don't know. Okay, great. So I bet that most of you set this problem up using the standard algorithm, which means writing our numbers in standard form and really carefully lining up our digits by place value. I've done that here. Okay, so we know we start in the ones in case we need to regroup. So what should I do here in the ones? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, right. We need to regroup because our subtrahend is larger than our minuend. We can't take 2 away from 0. But wait a minute. We don't have anything in our tens that we can regroup. What are we going to do? Say it out loud. Oh, interesting. We do have something in the hundreds. So maybe we could regroup from the hundreds to the tens and then the tens to the ones. Okay, well, how would we show that? Say it out loud. Okay, we could cross out 100 and put a 0 there because we're regrouping 100 to make 10 tens that we're going to add to the tens place. So then we cross out the 0 tens and we put a 10 there. Awesome. What next? Now what do I do? Say it out loud. Yeah, I can cross out now the 10 that I have in the tens place and put 9 because I'm regrouping one of those tens to make 10 ones. So I can go ahead and add 10 ones to the ones place and I would have 10 in the ones. Are we ready to subtract now? How do you know? Say it out loud. Yeah, we are ready. We have enough ones to take away 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. How did we subtract when we had to regroup across multiple zeros? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, when we have to regroup across multiple zeros, then we just continue moving to the left until we get to a place that has a digit larger than 0 so that we can regroup. I'd like you to read this key point with me. Get ready? Go. When we have to regroup across multiple zeros, we continue moving to the left until we have a digit larger than 0 in a place to regroup. All right, let's go ahead and keep rolling. 9 minus 0, that's 9. Great. Oh, this is tricky. I have 0 hundreds and I have no thousands to regroup. What can I do? Go ahead and say it out loud. Oh, sure. I can regroup one 10,000 to make 10,000s. So I won't have any 10,000s left. I add 10 to my thousands, and now I have 10,000s. Now what? Go ahead, say it out loud. Yeah, I can regroup one of those thousands, leaving me with 9,000s, to make 10 hundreds. I add my 10 hundreds to the hundreds place, and now I have 10 hundreds. Great. So, my question is, why do I have a 9 here in the thousands place instead of a 10? Say it out loud. Yeah, I had 10,000s, but then I had to regroup one of those thousands to give myself another 10 hundreds. So that meant I've only got 9,000s left. Great. So now I'm ready to subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 2, also 7. And with 0 10,000s, it looks like my final answer is, I'll put a dollar sign here because it's $7,798 that she would have saved in 12th grade to get to that total amount that she saved. Nice work. Go ahead and click on the arrow on the right to move to the next slide.